Hello and welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Canby. Right, okay, let's get on to Liverpool's next game. After we played our last one against Leicester, I've just about got over the first half performance of that game. So we play Brentford away tomorrow. It's a 5:30 kickoff in the down south. Are they in the capital? Probably are. Probably on the outskirts, whoever, whatever. So, yeah, so we play Brentford tomorrow. I've no team news at all to give you. I know a couple of players went off the against Leicester. Robbo, Harvey Elliott, both had knocks when they came off in that game. So I can't give you any updates because there's nothing come out from Liverpool. No press conference or anything to give us any updates, and there's nothing on Liverpool's website, which bit strange. So yeah, I mean, just looking at the Brentford team, I tried to find out some information about them. Ivan Toney went off against West Ham on a stretcher, but the news coming out of the club is that it was just a muscle injury rather than high impact on his knee. So he might be available against Liverpool. Might be a smokescreen that what they're putting on the on their website there, but we'll just have to wait and see. However, just on that news there, if he does play, I'd like us to start Ibu Konate against Brentford tomorrow. I've been calling for him for the last couple of games. Well, the last game certainly, and he really should have played in that game. So hopefully he can make a start for us with Virgil Van Dijk there. So it's a game that really we need to win to keep up the pressure on the teams above us. We're 4 points behind Man United. I think we're 6 points behind Newcastle, 8 points behind Man City, and 15 points behind Arsenal. So I don't know what to... we're probably not the form team. Have we won the last 4 games, 12 points? But yeah, we need to keep up the pressure. If if we do win and get the 3 points, we go above Tottenham. Now here's a scenario for you. When we played Tottenham back in November, we were 10 points adrift of Tottenham. That's how mad this season is for us. 10 points behind Tottenham back in November when we beat them, and we've closed the the gap to is it a couple of points or something like that. So yeah, it is. It's astonishing. So yeah. News-wise, obviously Cody Gapco can't play because his paperwork won't be in on time. He hasn't got his work permit and things, with everything being shut, etc., or not working fully. So if it does happen by any chance, by any miracle, that the paperwork has gone through and everything's fine, I still even wouldn't think he would be even on the bench, although he's had pre-season, he's had the World Cup, and he's had time to get back to PSV, and he's probably done a couple of sessions with them, with Holland getting knocked out of the cup in the desert there. Any other news? Well, just talking about all things Dutch. Virgil Van Dijk, 5 years at the club. I'm going to say this. He was the signing that was the catalyst to us winning a lot of trophies when we signed him. Had to be. I'd throw Alisson in the equation there. We got a world-class keeper and we got a world-class centre-half. And believe me, he came in and straight from the off. It was his first game against Everton. and he scored the winner. Happy days, and the rest is history. So we've had a good 5 years apart from his 3/4 of a season out with injury when Pickford tried to permanently disable him. What a wanker Pickford was then doing that with his stupid scissor kick tackle. Games in January. So we obviously got Brentford tomorrow. We've then got Wolves on the Saturday the 7th. I think it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. It's weird, and it's on ITV4, I think, or something like that, or ITV. And then we play Brighton on the away on the 14th, so that's another tricky fixture. That's a 3 o'clock kickoff, so not on the telly in this country, but it'll be on telly worldwide, no doubt. And then we have Chelsea on the 21st at home, and that will be broadcast on Sky for you there. Yeah, so looking forward to the game tomorrow. We surely cannot put a performance like we did in the first 35 minutes of our last game. I'm looking for changes in midfield, and I hope we do get them. I'd like to see Naby start. If Thiago's okay, he seemed to be limping. I'd like to see him start. If Robbo's not available, obviously Tsimikas goes to left back. I noticed that Trent was limping after the game as he was leaving and doing some interviews. So Joe Gomez, for me, has to go into right back position there, and but in midfield has to be a lot better than what it was against Leicester. So Naby, hopefully Thiago, and Hendo in there, and then up front is a real dilemma. What we do up front, obviously Mo and Darwin play up there, but it's on the left hand side. I mean, I don't know what's there's Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he's not been pulling up the roses, really, has he? He's had them 2 games. They've not been very good games. I would imagine that Bobby might be available. Do we throw him straight back in, or do we have him on the bench and get him off the bench? Personally, I just get him straight back into the action, and then use the young lads off the bench to come in if we're in control of the game, etc. Really, that's all I need to talk about. So I'll watch the game tomorrow, and I'll do another one of these. If you like what I'm doing, give me a like below, send me a comment. If you want to subscribe to Up the Reds. It's totally free. You don't have to pay a penny towards it. I'm not interested in earning anything from this. This is me just talking about all things Liverpool. And just on that note as well, the under 18s have got a game next Saturday. Under 21s the Sunday, and the women don't play until about the 15th, but the under 18s will be on LFC TV. They are playing Blackburn Rovers at 8 o'clock on the Saturday. On Sunday, in the under 21s play Tottenham in the Premier League 2 fixture, and for some reason that is not going to be televised because the Premier League don't want the under 21 games televised, which is absolutely pathetic, you know. So yeah, another silly thing about that. Okay, so just before I go, by the way, I just want to wish you all a happy new year. I hope you had a boss night last night, whatever you get up to. Speaking to some people today, they were in bed before midnight. They didn't celebrate or whatever. Just got up in the morning, and life goes on. But yeah, enjoy your evening today. Enjoy the bank holiday day tomorrow, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Up the Reds.